that are coming up. I really wanted them to be out and published today, but there's so many new things that are being published that we couldn't put it all in and do the publish last night or this morning. So it's going to go next week, but I can give you some ideas as to what's to come. So that's some really good news. We have some really good news as well for everything that is print settings for the DTG. We finally finalized all of our print settings. Everything is really dialed in. I think it's probably the best quality we've ever seen out of DTG machines. We brought down the speed of the machine quite a lot to be able to get the efficiency, not the efficiency, but the quality that we wanted. And it's truly retail ready. So, Kat, if you're watching this, I was able to put less white under blacks. I mean, I'm gonna go get a shirt. It's that good. Um, yeah, there it is. So we got a live show. If you have any comments, things like that, I know that people are joining right now. So I'll do this. Switch account. I don't know why you can't watch your own live, but that's weird. Okay, so I'm here. So if you have comments, you have questions, this is the place to ask them. I know we're not yet released onto Shopify. We've been waiting for quite a long time now. It's within the next few hours, few days that Shopify is approving the new app. So we should be able to release it to everybody. And now we're going to start using the platform to its full potential. So that's really exciting as well. What else is new, Melly, that we have? Oh, the DTF. I know a lot of you guys are switching to DTG, and it's great because of efficiency and speed. DTF, we were supposed to pull the trigger on it and remove it from the system at the end of this month. But we're going to extend it for another month. The reason why is I was creative, and I think we found new ways to be more efficient. So we're going to try that, and I think you're seeing already more efficiency with DTF. So if you do have artwork that are DTF, you don't have to do the switch right away. That's good news as well that we came to a conclusion this week. So new ideas, new way of doing it, and I think we eliminated one complete step in the process to be able to just be more efficient. So I think that's really good. But I'm gonna go get a sample that we printed this week just to show you and iterate what it is. It's not gonna be that long. I'm back. I'm here. All right. So, and this is a new shirt we're trying to get as well. That's about to come in. It's a secret, but it's not a secret. It's the Independent END tee. It's a 100% cotton tee that is four-way stretch, so extremely stretchy. And now, Kat, I don't know if you can see in the video, but our blacks don't have any more white and shininess to them. I was able to reduce that amount under only blacks, but I'm gonna zoom into this. I don't know if it's gonna catch it. Is it catching it?
It's looking good, yeah.
And even like you can see colors. It looks like a retail ready shirt. Yeah, the prints cost a lot, but it looks amazing. It looks fantastic. We also have this one here. This is a really hard print to do normally because you would either see white or you would see ghosting around it because there's so many grunge effect. And with DTF, it's not possible to get this nice of detail. So with DTG, you get the benefits to be able to do that, but I wanted to have a really, really soft hand. So we're not heat pressing anything anymore as well. So that's a benefit for one, us, less labor, and two, just removes a lot of shininess, right? So we're able to get a more consistent result on all the garments. And I'm going to zoom into this, so you might hear me less because the microphone is right here, but can you see well?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to show the details in the print that you can see in your. You can also see that you're seeing the yarn of the garment. It looks just like a discharge retail ready shirt that you would buy in the stores. So we really dialed in the prints, and we're actually almost 90% accurate to sRGB whenever you're uploading artworks onto the design tool. It's going to be really accurate to what is going to come out. So I tweaked a lot with the colors. I tweaked a lot with settings. It's been a long 4 weeks of me playing and tweaking to make sure that we were getting the best results, the best colors, the best vibrancy, and that across all the garments, right? So a lot of trial and error and a lot of testing, but we finally came to a conclusion with those. So that was really, really good. We're happy with that. And I think you're going to love your prints, especially if you're using just this standard setting. It looks fantastic. The colors are vibrant, but they look really, really good. I'm still trying to find and be able to tweak the yellows and like the pinks, the oranges. They come out with more neon because obviously we have neon inks in our machine. And the neon inks are actually black light ink. So if you go like dancing or like go to a club, your shirt is actually going to glow if you do have neons in them. So that's really cool. But that's the side note. But to go back to what I was saying is I'm trying to get like the most accurate yellows, the most accurate oranges, and with the neons in the system, we're getting a boost of vibrancy. So I'm trying to tweak with that. We're still trying to find the best setting for those, and we might just add a setting in the UI for you to only use the CMYK ink color set in the machines, or use the full range. And then when you use the full range, obviously those colors would have more vibrancy and more punch to them, which is, I mean, it's good if you like to have artwork that punches and looks really sharp. I mean, we're still able to get like yellows that are not extremely vibrant and like don't punch off a shirt. It's just it's a bit more vibrant. There's a bit more vibrancy. This looked more like a mustard yellow. I mean, it's pretty accurate. But yeah, maybe it's just me. I'm really, really picky with colors, especially in prints. I don't want any fibrillation on the prints. I want them to be as retail ready as possible. Again, we're trying to move the industry forward and make it to where your shirt does not look like it's been done on demand. It looks like it was done in bulk overseas, the way it's folded, the way it's printed, the way it's retail ready, and that goes into the evolution of where we want to go with this, right? With the business. So we're starting with printing. We're starting with adding neck tags and finishing to your garments, and then obviously it's going to go into being able to do on-demand hang tags, on-demand woven labels, on-demand folding and bagging into your own poly mailers. Obviously, that's not coming within the next few months or the next year, but it's in the future of where we want to go with the business, right? So we're always keeping that in mind. And the first thing that needs to match is the printing quality. So obviously, the print quality now, in my opinion, is retail ready. I think DTF needs to be improved, as well as the vibrancy of DTF. It needs to match more what you see on screen and what you're uploading. So we're not there yet, but we are going to find solutions for that. Again, it's a work in progress. So if you're printing a shirt with DTG, it also needs to match with DTF, whether it's a garment or a cap that you're trying to sell that has DTF, right? That's the goal, right? We want to make sure that everything is consistent, whether your colors are consistent or the artwork that you're uploading is consistent. Obviously, DTF has a different shine compared to DTG, but the colors should be basically stay the same, right? Is there anybody? Okay, there's no questions, so that's good. I know Catherine asked a question in the Facebook group. Thanks, Catherine, for always being a part of these and asking questions. It's really fun to have people like that join and try to make this this platform better and really invest their time into it. So you want to have more information about the catalog, about what's coming, what's new. Well, the prints, that's really exciting. DTF staying for the next month. We're going to test out what we've done is really exciting as well. What else is coming as products? We're trying to enter the whole a independent trading line of products. So like I was saying, the t-shirt, the fleece, the hoodies. Actually share my screen and show you entire screen. You're going to see me in thousands, but that's fine. Did I share it? Nope. Share. All right. So here it is. If I go to independent, this is exactly the t-shirt that we're testing right now. I did our fixation tests. I did all of our printing tests. What is it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I did all of our fixation, our printing tests, our durability tests this morning with the black color. So everything passed. It looks amazing. The shirt itself is fantastic. So we have that. We also have this END3, no, not this one, the 330 Boulevard. Where's that? not the main street, the boulevard. No, let me just search. It's going to be easier. So this one is really popular. We've sold this a lot on printies.com. We know it's extremely popular, so we're trying to get that in as well. Right now we have pigment black and ivory. We'd like to bring in black and more colors. I know this duck tree, like deadwood tree camo, is really popular right now. I don't know if that's something that we're going to have available, but again, we're in the talks to be able to import more of these. So right now we only have the pigment black and bone color. So that's one product. The t-shirt's another product, and then the pigment dye t-shirt that they offer as well is something that we're very interested in. We're always having to do these tests with the machines, making sure that the quality is outstanding, make sure there's no pre-treat box, fixation box on the garment, make sure that it resists to the washes that we want to do. So there's a lot of testing and things that we have to keep in mind when we want to add these products, but this is what in the works and we want to add to the catalog, right? What else that they offer that is coming soon that's really interesting? More colors in this garment. They want to also add a long sleeve. That's not going to be added to our catalog right away. But these luxe sweatshirts and hoodie as well. We're looking at them. We don't know if it's something we're going to add. The reason why they're extremely expensive. So is that something that you guys would like to see or not? I think the luxe collection. I haven't seen the hoodie and the crew neck, but from what I read, it seems like it's very similar to their t-shirt, the Indie Luxe tee. So if it's similar to this, it's amazing. Seriously, I think you guys should order samples when they're going to be available. It feels and looks like a Lululemon t-shirt, but it's 100% cotton, and it's four-way stretch. It's extremely stretchy. Yeah, I would pay Lululemon price to get this t-shirt in the quality it is. So if their garment, like their sweatshirts and hoodies, are that quality as well and they print as nice, I think that could be a premium product that you guys could offer your customers. I know it's not for all of you guys, but I know that some of you guys are looking for that premium retail look. And I think there's nothing out there that matches this right now from what I've seen from all of our suppliers going everywhere, even AS Color that have great products. This is a t-shirt I would wear to go running. This is a t-shirt I would wear to go to a five-star restaurant. It looks extremely clean. Melly, you've seen me wear this. It's the black t-shirt I had yesterday on. Just standard black.
Yeah.
It looks really nice. It falls really nice because it's still heavy, right? It's heavyweight. It's four-way stretch, extremely stretchy. You could put this and put it inside your pants, so like kind of like a dress shirt. It looks nice. You could also wear it to go running because it's extremely breathable and stretchy, and it's 100% cotton. So it's not going to be it's not going to stink, to be honest, because there's no synthetic fibers in it, so there's no polyester, right? Polyester does wick away a lot of the sweat, but it's not antibacterial because it's synthetic. So just keep that in mind. Again, we're gonna see if that's a new possibility. I would love to offer these products. Independent has always made really, really nice stuff. Again, it's just, does it fit our market, right? This is their retail store, so it's USD pricing. So we do have to calculate these products are made either in China or Pakistan. So we do have to import these from the US, also pay 18% taxes from China or Pakistan, depending on what it is, importation fees, and then offer it to you guys and still make a living, right? So it's going to be interesting to see if this is something you guys want to would like to offer. Again, Facebook group is there for that. Our emails is there for that. And yeah, we need your feedback. I would personally wear this and buy this, but again, is it something that's going to be dead on our shelves with the space that we have? I'd rather get a product you guys are wanting and are looking for. So we know that the hoodie that I was showing earlier is really popular and you guys want it. The no drawstring, and then the t-shirt. I think there's nothing in the market that we have right now, and it's going to fit a perfect niche that we're looking for. So that's coming. Now, what else? There's nothing else in the pipeline that we're looking to add. I know that if I go through the catalog, maybe that's a good thing that we can do. The polyester garments are there. The polos are there. We don't have a woman's polo yet, right?
No, we don't.
It's because of inventory problems. Because I know that we wanted to have this model right here that I'm showing for women's as well, but right now the stock is very low. that's something that we have to think about and see what our suppliers. Okay, so I'm thinking out loud at the same time and going through the process with you guys. So this is good. What else? There's no mugs, no like promotional items as of right now that we're offering. We're trying to really focus on what we're good at and how efficient we can be. That's the goal for Q4. So not adding any more products offering for the moment. That's going to be maybe next year or Q3 next year that we're going to start looking at that. But for now, keeping it simple with just soft goods. These, yeah, headwear, keeping it simple with those. If there's any products that you would really like to have and you're interested in, again, write them in a Facebook group. We love to hear what you guys want. And we're going to give feedback. We're honest. Like, oh, this is a great product. Who else would like to have something like that? Maybe we could even vote on it. And then I'll be transparent and say, hey, you know what? We can't import these right now, or our suppliers is really low stock, or there's too many colors. Which colors would you like to select? It's going to be an open conversation, right? We want to make sure that the products you're wanting to sell are offered and we can sell them. And right now our offering is limited because of the space. So if you would like to switch products, hey, this one is like, why are we having this one? Maybe the Gildan 64,000. You guys are like, you know what? I'd rather just use the 5,000 and get another product instead of the 54,000, 64,000. We're open to that as well, right? We want it to be an open conversation to build this catalog and create it the way we should have it. But I think right now the selection is very solid for what we need and what we want to offer. Yeah, I think the products right now are really good. We need to add more premium products because it's very generic, and I know a lot of you guys are looking for that. So that's coming, right? We're working on it, and we have a really good partnership with Independent, so that should be coming in soon. What else that we want to look at? Maybe embroidery finishing, we've done that. The decoration methods, we've done that. Is there anything, Melly, that...
What about joggers?
That's really interesting. That's a good question. Realistically, 80% of the sales for apparel, not for apparel, but for print on demand, is t-shirts and sweatshirts. So right now, the main focus, as you can clearly see in the catalog, is to answer that question, right? Of t-shirts, sweatshirts, and make sure that we have a nice selection for those. Now, joggers, coffee mugs, beanies, things like that are all very secondary. They're probably like 1 to 5% of the volume that you get year round for print on demand. So it was simply a cut in the selection because of the space that we had to not add joggers at the moment. And I think we have one that is two colors, right? I think I'm not in the premium plan here, so I'm not seeing it. But Melly, don't we have the independent joggers right now in the moment?
I'm not sure.
I think
I
that
know
we
that
do.
we have them here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Are
they're.
they available? I'm not
I think
sure.
they're available for a premium plan. I just don't have access to that right now. So, yeah, I think we have one selection and it's two colors. It's pigment black and it's a pigment sandstone, if I'm not mistaken. And it's like a vintage garment washed jogger. It's really nice. Again, it's from Independent. It's the PRM 50, if I'm not mistaken. I got a good memory. Yeah, it's these one right here and this one right here. So these two colors are offered right now, if I'm not mistaken, for joggers, for embroidery. And are they offered for DTF or not? Again, I'll have to check, but there's this option that you guys have in your catalog. Again, I don't have access to it because I don't know why I'm not in the right collection probably. And I can double check that and just tweak it. But yeah, these are offered. Let me just stop sharing and then go into our backend and see if we have access to these. Yeah, my account was not set up properly. So if I go to collections, I go to premium OG, and then I just look here. Yeah, they're offered. So they're offered, and they also have, let me double check. Yeah, they have embroidery and finishing. And again, like these joggers have finishing. I don't know why. Um, like adding a neck tag to a jogger is really weird. Where are you going to put that neck tag? I know like some of our clients are doing it and it's like on the top left of the like bum cheek. Like if you look at the pants like in the back, because there's a sewing line in the middle, it's put like to the left. I've never seen any pants like that. We should just this should be offered and available when we start adding move-in labels and being able to sew them, right? But again, like that's a request that we had from customers, so now it's activated, and that's the whole pain point that we had before that we're trying to resolve. But yeah, you get the point of why I'm seeing this now. But embroidery is offered on the legs, and then you get neck tag. So this is why we don't have that many sweatshirts to answer Melly's question to go back to it. It's really that simple that there's just not that much volume right now for joggers. So we had to cut the selection and say, okay, what can we offer in our catalog right now that we have the space for? And t-shirts, sweatshirts are the biggest sellers. So we wanted to make sure that we're answering that question first, right? Answering that 80%, so the 80-20 rule. And 80% of the volume of print on demand is t-shirts and sweatshirts. So we wanted to make sure that we had a selection that made sense at least, even though we had a small area for inventory. So that's the basic question. It's not that we don't want to add them or offer them. It's going to come and more products are going to come as well. So we have a tenant right now that is on the other side of the building that is leaving after Christmas. So we are expanding 6,700 6,700 square feet. So that should help. By that time, we should add more SKUs, or is it going to be Q4 volume was insane? So we just simply need more space for the stock that we have. I hope that's not the answer. I hope we're going to be able to add more SKUs. That's always the goal, right? So that's coming. That's really interesting. That's really fun. What else is new? So embroidery is standard. We haven't talked about that. Shipping. Oh, shipping, packing slips. We've had a few orders with packing slips that were added to them because we build this new packing slip feature to where we can add a packing slip into every order. And we did a rollout to every order that had more than 24 items, if I'm not mistaken, had packing slip into them. So we did that for all of our printees.com orders, and every order had a packing slip inside. But we realized that one of the order for print on demand was shipped with a packing slip, and it said like a Printees artwork, like Printees logo on it and Printees address, and we definitely don't want that. The goal is to be as transparent as possible, right? So we went back to the drawing board and we spoke to the dev team, and we're like, how can we make this to where instead of being a pain point for us and only having to filter out Printees order versus non-Printees order and just offer it to everybody? Well, the easiest answer is just remove printees, remove anything from the packing slip, just have the items, right? Well, there's also a pain point to that and say, okay, well, maybe you don't want us to tell your customers that it's a Gildan 18,500 that you're selling for the hoodie, right? So we went back to the drawing board and basically we have the information from your Shopify. We have the product name and title name that you're using for your product, your Shopify variant SKU. So, and now by next week, when the publish is done by over the weekend, we're going to be able to add packing slips to your order with the title of your product, with your art, like your logo that you're going to upload in your account. So it's going to be on a store per store level. So if you have 4 store connected to your account, you're going to be able to upload the artwork you want to showcase on your packing slips, as well as be able to add like a note or a QR code that you want to add to the bottom of your packing slips. So maybe it's going to say, hey, thank you. If you want to leave a review, get $20 off, discounts, things like that. You're going to be able to add that to your packing slip. I think that's super powerful. And again, it was a mistake that happened that we wanted to add the experience for our customers, and also saw that it was a mistake by the fact that it was showing the products that we offered here as well as our artwork, our logo, and we're like, no, we definitely don't want that. So we went back to the drawing boards, like, how can we make this to where it's a tool that is really powerful for you guys and you can use for marketing if you want. So just know that that's going to roll out in the next few weeks, and I'm excited to show that next week. Maybe we could even go on the floor next week and show like a live pack and slip printed and how we can use it and iterate it to an order. So that's a small UI improvement that's coming. And then what else? We had some really good feedback this week from customers sharing their feedback and saying, hey, why are you doing this in the app? What do you think about adding this to the app and making it better? And we love that type of feedback, right? So we had a feedback from Gab Smith, right? One of our Greek customers, and she was like, why can't I see the custom pricing on my products page? So very simple answer, and I learned that the hard way by by the fact that every single time this page loads, if we would showcase the pricing, it would have to run an algorithm to get the pricing for every single product. So if, for example, this shirt here has a front print and a neck tag, and this shirt here has front print, neck tag, and a back print, well, the pricing would be different, and the algorithm for the pricing would have to run. So our dev team was really creative and say, okay, well, can we create like a cache in the background to where this is run automatically every time you save a product, and then we keep that cache so it doesn't have to load every time you refresh the page. That's the thought process that we're trying to do right now to make sure that the load speeds are still extremely fast and it loads just like this versus having to wait a few seconds. And I mean, waiting a few seconds is not that bad, but when you add waiting a few seconds on every page, it becomes overwhelming and cumbersome to create more and more products, right? And that's definitely not something that we want to add. So adding this feature for the pricing is a really, really good idea, and we're going to roll it out. We just don't know how soon it's going to be, but it's coming. And I also went into, I don't know if you guys know, but you get bulk discount when you're ordering bulk orders. So I'm going to show here. I don't even know if it's going to work on this order, but I'm going to try it anyway because I don't know if I have the right account. Probably don't have the right account. So you get the pricing discount by being premium and 24. Yeah, it is working. So you're getting a discount if I do 22 or 24. You're getting a discount. So we really think that this is powerful, and why not give you more tools to see this, right? To show this. So I was talking to the team, and the goal would be to put like a slider here under your products. So in your product catalog, it'd be like, oh, you'd like to sell more, you'd like to order more. Here's the discounted price for 24 or 72, and you're going to see every single pricing breaks. So if you're a designer and want to use this to resell your products for your own customer that you're doing designs for, maybe it's a retail store on across the street that you're doing designs for, and you like to order custom apparel for them, well, you're going to know exactly your pricing that you're paying for 24, 72, 144, and 288 items, right? So it's small things like that that we want to add to the UI. So that should come as well soon. And then the next big feature that we're trying to work on, which again was a comment from Gab, is like, why can't I just duplicate a product? Again, like I was saying a few weeks back in the live, and Melly, I think you brought it up, is like it's hard to duplicate a product. It's hard to duplicate an order from Shopify. And the reason why it's complicated to duplicate a product is, let's just say I duplicate this product here and I would land on this edit page, right? The reason why you want to duplicate a product is to keep your artwork exactly the same place, and you simply want to change the product, right? So that's the goal of duplicating a product. You're like, hey, I placed my artwork at the right spot. I have my neck tag. I just want to put this on a long sleeve instead of a t-shirt. Well, it should be as easy as, okay, you do this, and now you would up here and click change. But now the problem is that if I do that, I lose all the designs and everything. So you're going back to square one. And the reason why is because we have to make sure that if this is possible, we have to showcase you only the products that have the same print dimensions and print areas available for that product. And by saying that, I'm saying that if we're printing on the cornets and you have this artwork on your t-shirt and you want to add it to a sweatshirt, it's not going to be possible because I'm going to be printing on a pocket, right? So not a sweatshirt, a hoodie, sorry, like a hood. So it wouldn't be possible because the print area for a hoodie is 12 inches wide by 10 inches tall, because that's the maximum space that we have on the cornets. So we need to make sure that if we build this feature, it's going to be a tool to where you're going to be able to see, like, for example, you would click on change product, and now it would say like, okay, show me all available products that are available with this artwork. Or it's going to give you the same pop-up and be like, no, I want to create a new product entirely, right? And then you would have access to the whole catalog. So that's one way that we're thinking about doing it. Or you would simply click. The other thing that we're thinking is like, okay, well, I would go here and say like duplicate product, And then once you would do that, it would pretty much open this model right here with all of the products that are available to duplicate from that original product that you had. And then you would go and toggle and click all the ones that you want to duplicate. So let's say I wanted to duplicate this SKU right here, right? This t-shirt, and I want to have it into a long sleeve and a sweatshirt. Well, good news, those have exactly the same print areas and print areas and print dimensions that are available. So you would go here, click duplicate. It would bring up that modal. You would see right away the 6014 because that's probably one that you want to select. You would click on it, click the colors you want to activate. You would go back. You would probably do like a sweatshirt. Let's just say it's the 18,000. You would click on the 18,000 as well, click those colors and go create. As soon as you would do that, it would not open up the design tool. It would simply load and say generating new like duplicate products, and automatically it would refresh and you would have 2 new products created on the fly. I think that's probably the route that we're going to go. So you don't have to even go into design tool, click new products. You could duplicate a product with like 6 new products on a fly. Um, so that's probably the route that we're going to take to do this. And yeah, it's always hard to do these things without the feedback, without the knowledge. So we're probably going to roll out iteration 1. We're going to get some feedback from you guys, but it's really invaluable to have your feedback. So Gab, you taking the time to record a Loom video, show me what you had envisioned, show me what you thought of like adding a pricing here, remove that button, create a new button here, or really, really good feedback that we need to make those features better, right? So now that you have this feedback from us, well, you can tell me, Sean, what you're telling is crazy. Like it would take too much time. Or you know what? This is a great feature. I think option 3 that you just mentioned is really, really good. Let's do that. Let's try it out. That's the type of feedback that we need to make this app amazing, right? And push the industry forward. So yeah, I think that goes through a lot of the features that we added. What else did we want to add? Speed, like upload speed of the app is going to be drastically improved. So refreshing orders, things like that, it's going to be really, really fast. There's also going to be, I'm going to maybe talk a bit too fast in the sense that this is not a feature that's coming for next week, but we're working hard to integrate our payment processing with Stripe. And Stripe has really, really powerful features, such as being able to offer a wallet. So you could go in and automatically say, I want my account to automatically push all of my orders for me automatically. So you would have a wallet in your account, and you could wake up in the morning and all your accounts that you did sold last night or the day before could automatically be submitted to production without having you to go in and submit those orders. So kind of like a bulk submit feature that we could also offer. But yeah, an auto submitting feature is in the works. We're trying to work on it. Hopefully it's going to be there before Q4 so you guys can simply go to market, create as many products as you want, and then sell, right? So not focusing on submitting orders, really just focusing on marketing and selling products. So that's coming as well. We're working hard towards that. What else are we working on, Melly, that I'm forgetting? There's a lot of stuff that's improvement for the shop, production workflow or efficiency. We're probably 4 times more efficient. I mean, 10 times more efficient than we were 3 to 4 months ago. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Right now, we could take in the one like 8-hour shift that we're producing right now, roughly 4 times the volume that we have right now. So the team feels like it's slow, but we're actually producing more items that we were producing 4 months ago on time faster just because of efficiency of the machines, the way they're run. So yeah, it's really good to see all of our ducks in a row and the whole team enjoying the process, right? It's like it's an orchestra. It's like a symphony. Everything is running smooth. So I think there's going to be more improvements on our end as well. Other than that, Melly, is there anything that
No, nothing that comes to mind.
nothing that comes to mind? Do we want to talk about? Is there anybody that has questions?
No, not so far.
No. Okay, well, I guess that's it for this week. we're gonna be back next week. I'm really excited for next week to show the features.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's gonna be really fun. Um, Again, we spend a lot of time discussing these and going over these and getting some feedback from you guys. So it's really, really good when we get feedback back. So when you guys tell us, you know what, this is really good or it's really bad, like we want the it's really bad, we need this to be better. We want all of it, right? It helps us make it better and it helps us know if we did something wrong or did something good. So we're working on it. We're trying to see how we can make the design tool even more powerful with more features, more control over the print quality that you guys want. Whether it's offering flexibility to say, like I was saying last week, reducing the white, reducing amounts under certain colors, things like that. Um, it's it's not that it's not doable. The only problem that happens if we do that is that you could create shirts that are horrible if you don't use the right settings. So it gets really, really scary in the sense that um, if you don't know what certain settings are and they're still there, how is the QC team not going to know that it's not a damaged shirt or things like that, right? So we're trying to find a fine line. I think right now our print settings are the best they've ever been in the sense that the quality is better than when I go into retail store. If I go into H&M or Zara right now and I look at prints, sometimes they're misaligned, they're crooked, things like that. The prints that are coming off the machine right now, I can confidently say I can put them in a store and you would not know. You would just buy the shirt because it looks great, right? That's the goal. You would not go and look at it and be like, oh, it's a nice print. No, if you do that, it's because you're looking for something. You're me, right? When I walk into a store, my fiance always tells me like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm looking at the prints, I'm stretching them because I'm part of the industry, right? But if you're just looking at a shirt, you think it looks really nice, and it's not shiny, it's not glossy, it just looks like a retail shirt. That's the goal. And right now, when we do these types of prints, and every other shirt that we're printing right now, it looks just like that. It looks fantastic. So that's to me, it's the biggest win that we have this month. So we're always moving forward every single day. We're getting really, really. I mean, it's growing fast. It's growing really fast. So it's good to share feedback, and when we get feedback from you guys as well. So I know I'm repeating myself here, so I'll just stop and keep from for next week. But yeah, next week we're gonna dive into the computer, and then we're gonna go in the shop, show some packing slip features, the new DTF workflow that we built. I think it's really interesting to see, and then the future of how it's gonna become because it's only the beginning, and we're already 5 years ahead in my mind to where it's gonna be. So one day there's gonna be a lot of robotics, a lot of automatics. Um, and automations in the system, and it's really, really nice to understand how far it can go. So I'm excited to share that with you guys, and I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Ciao.